Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're using the MegaMod in our town of George. This is the co-op series with NightGhost49, Vaypah Gaming, and myself. And in between episodes, I did a few things trying to get rid of some of the petty little time killer stuff so we can just work on, the major portions of the map. One thing that's changed since last time, we're looking at the docks here over by the industrial area. Something I'm going to use as kind of a band-aid when I start rearranging this area a little bit. But we no longer have a whole row of pause yellow warnings here because something happened, and something important enough to make me stop and freeze the game there so we can start at that point over here. We've just got, where is it, this one? Rice. Rice just came in. Haven't bought it yet, but that's with all those construction jobs that we were waiting for. All of the rice planters. And they each bring in, I think it was something like $1,200 a year. So this alone is going to balance out our food, let alone what else we're going to do this episode. So let's go ahead and get, I'll tell you what, you could buy enough to get one rice farm going, then the rice made from that one farm will be enough to eventually supply all the rest of them. But we're not going to go that route. Let's go ahead and get enough to do everything. I think it's 100 per farm, so we need at least 800. And they're going to eat half of it before we get it over there. So let's bring in something like 2,000 rice. Well, what do we have to sell? The statues have not made it here yet. Okay. So it's probably because we didn't have enough statues. One person can maybe carry, I don't know, 20 statues. I don't know what the limits are. And so they may have brought everything over to the first one before they ever got to the second one over here. But we do have a bunch of flax to get rid of. So again, I don't know which flax is the good or bad one for the MegaMod. None of them are bad in the sense that they're problems. But the MegaMod is trying to normalize the different items in there, and one flax being able to be used at all bakery or all weavers seemed like a smarter idea than only a certain flax at this weaver and a certain other flax at that weaver, and it was just getting too confusing. So next version 5, is going to kind of complete that process. We need to not have the product in town when that happens. This is the symbol I've seen more often. I think this is going to be the good one, but I'm not sure. Seedlings we've got, so we're looking for 2,000. Yeah, we've got plenty. So 2,000. 44. Yeah, that should be enough. And then what else do we want to do? Let's do seedlings. And yeah, the greenhouse was taken out a couple episodes ago, and it'll be put back in soon. That was just a temporary thing to get us by. Seedlings, 8s. We want 1,300. How do we do that? 200 would be 1,600. So let's go to 150 and see where that lands. Additional 172. So additional 22, 21. Additional 4 units. Right there, 1 firewood. Alright, so that takes care of that. And I'm going to trade. Then I think we will turn off. There we are. We'll go to never and turn off the rice. There you are. Alright, so that's done. Back over here and dismiss. We now have rice. And before I turned the game on, one other thing I was doing in between episodes is I went through all of the dock homes that had only one person living in them, and did a little social engineering and kicked them all out to see if they would pair up with somebody else, and they all did. So these are all empty homes, and I thought it'd be kind of interesting to see who moves into these. So do something like that, and now I can turn the game on. I did the dock homes because they were easiest. I didn't have to find a delete button and click on them. I could just hit the upgrade, and it was the same thing as if I had hit delete. So I could do the same thing. Oh good, we have, oh wow, couples popping in all over the place. Great. Here's a way to get all of our 30-year-olds out of the system. So we can get down to some 20-year-olds soon. Good, good, good. Each of those will have 1 to 2 kids, so it's not a loss. It's just you're not going to get a lot more kids. In fact, there's one house in here. Where was that? I don't remember now, but it said it would take up to families of 8. So I guess if you get a couple of 10-year-olds in there starting early, you might get as many as 6 kids out of them. Also in between episodes, we did this at the very end of the last one, just to see if it would cause the merchants to, force them to use the river. So in between episodes, I went through and, am I going slow? Yeah. I went through and added some houses right here. So that's all stacked up over here somewhere. And then I went through and did a bunch of busy work. Kind of cleaned up the roads, made them look a little bit better. Added driveways that went into some of the businesses, like here and the pastures. All different things. Went through the docks and fixed the places where the roads would not touch. And then I went through, actually there's going to be double docks going into this road right here. Filled that in with docks. There's dock pieces waiting to be built. So there's all kinds of projects queued up. What I would like to do this episode, I was going to go work over in Pottersville. And I got to thinking food is something I really want to normalize before I leave. I want to make sure that we're at least breaking even, if not getting ahead. And it may take a couple of years to really get that registering. So I better get over here now. So I decided to at least pull the roads out of here. This is all prioritized. So hopefully this is where they're going to work on first. I'm hearing lots of tappings. So I see how they're doing it over here. We've got 30 laborers and 44 builders. So here in a little bit that should be done. But I also want to get into work over here too. So there's stuff to do in both areas. If I was going to do one episode for each, but I think it might be better to go ahead and get both of them going simultaneously, because each one is going to have buildings that I'm going to have to wait for them to build. What I want to do over here is I want to pull some of the dirtiest industry back out of town a little bit further. I'm thinking we'll pull this guy out of here, pull this guy out of here. We don't need this little smelter and this little blacksmith anymore. So we can pull those out of here, and that's 4 big circles already gone. So the more of those we eliminate, the more we don't have to worry about dealing with some of the houses that are in this area that are affected. In fact, let's take a peek at that. How is Patricio doing? Actually, happiness is fine. And this is Milliam, doing fine. And Eaststone, the student, doing fine. Alright. So if we were to pull these guys back a little bit, it'll kind of clean this area up, add a couple of wells, maybe a little church out here, or a cemetery. I was thinking about cemeteries. It's kind of a morbid way of looking at it, but there's so many that die in the mines. It seems like there should be a couple of small cemeteries dotted through here. So that will also add a positive effect to counter some of the negative effects. And I think that's going to help solve quite a bit in this area. Easiest one to place is the mine. Let's just pull this guy out and put him right over here. Then we'll put the forge over here near it. The question is whether we want 2 forges. We got 1,200. And I stopped buying iron a long time ago, so it's quite possible. Let's see here. Do we have a chart that'll do that? Production. What do I want here? Graphs. Can I look at iron? I can. Iron from 10 years ago. Interesting big spikes. 61. Year of 61. When did I get this map? I'm thinking it was in the late 50s. 56, 57. So 61, 60, 59, 58, 57. These might have something to do with purchases. I'm not sure. That's a big drop down and back up again. Oh, that has to do with moving iron out of warehouses. We took all the iron out, we put it all back in. We took it all out, we put it all back in. Okay. This is probably the end of the purchases if iron was being auto-purchased in the trader with Night Ghost. This has been me, and we have been slowly declining, and then we leveled off. Okay. Just trying to figure out what's happening around here. Do we want 2 forges or not? Why did it start going up? That makes iron, so does the smelter. So I'm going to pull out 20% of our ability to make iron. That's what I'm working through right now. Do we want 2 forges out here? It may well be that we do. I turned these guys off, the dense tree shacks, because we've got these guys up and running now. They're going to take their place. Right there and right there. They're actually starting to fill in. You can see a definite circle forming there. We've got all of the trees clear out of here, and you can see all the hardwood trees have been planted in their place. Got a little gatherer, hunter, gatherer, and herbalist over here. Got a hunter over in this area right there. And I think there's 2 hunters kind of scattered in here. One over there and one over here somewhere. Alright, the end of last episode, I went through and hired a couple of shoremen, and you just came in place. You're the potter, so you're going to be making pottery over in this area. Add 2 there, pottery, furnace fuel, yep, nope, yep, okay, done. We're not using the coopers right now. We could start using, I'm going to turn this on. Just one person right now. If I don't and I forget it, then it may be a long time before we get to working on furnace fuel again. You are probably waiting for pottery. Are we actually making furniture yet? I don't know how much time has actually gone by. You are the hardwood fancy furniture, and you have been making some from the hardwood we have just roaming around from purchasing at the traders. You are the other one? You're the other one. Now, you've got logs abundant, so lots available over here. And you haven't made as much as this one. That's interesting. 2 people? 2 people. Okay. Well, that's this area. How are we doing with firewood now? Now that we're actually... Whoa! We've used a lot. Okay, we're actually making it now. Using it now. So, 8 something a year... 6 something a year. I have to wait to see if this has actually been a full year. Not sure. Early winter, though. I do want to concentrate as much as I can on this area. And roads are starting to go away. Let's work for this area down here first. So let's say, okay, guys, thanks, but hit these guys really quick. Then move into this area and clear out. How best? We have lots and lots of houses over here. In fact, this needs to move because I want to extend these housing down into here. So we don't really need a bunch of houses right through here. This is going to take care of all the housing at least through this stretch here, through here, and up in here. They're close enough. Maybe if there's any farms over here, we'll want to stick a few houses around out there. What I'm thinking, though, if you were to come down, walk down this main road, I'd like to leave a couple spaces on either side so whatever Vaypah wants to do decoration-wise, it's available. And also barns and sheds and things like that. A couple spaces off and out in front, with the farms out on the back side a little bit. It's kind of seen from a distance. So just imagine walking down this road and maybe a nice row of cherry trees down the length of this, or something like that. Whatever Vaypah comes up with. So this guy's got to move. That guy's got to move. All of our barns are maxed out over here. These poor barns, they are toast. We're going to have to come up with a solution for that. These 3 houses could very well be used for the farmers out here, but I don't want them against the road. So I think I'm going to start the process of clearing these areas out. And let's shut down some farmers. I've got winter, late winter, and early spring. Okay, don't have a lot of time here. It's probably going to be over a couple of different seasons to get this done. So let's pull out 4 farmers. Let's delete those fields and those houses. And there's nothing else in this area, right? No. Okay. Wait, what was right there? I thought I saw red there. I didn't. There's nothing there. So I'm thinking we'll take the farms as far back this way as they will go. In fact, I'm going to cheat just a little bit. kind of raise this area up just to make sure we can get a nice even run at the end there. One more. Now we'll go there. Alright, that's going to go there. Yep, that'll work. So, this little stretch right here, I left these... A miner was killed by a cave-in. I left this stretch here because it fits a barn. This is what Nikos had done, and it works out really well. Right through there. So, maybe we'll have a couple of barns in this area to support these fields, just like he did over here to support these fields. Then we'll kind of maybe follow that pattern one more time over here, and something's going to happen over here to make this all work too. So we'll leave that gap. We'll get a couple of fields over here, a couple of fields over here. So with that, let's try to figure out how to begin so that everything else follows suit. Crop fields. I prefer the non-transparent ones, so I'd like to see where they end. So that's almost a good strong line there. Okay, we're going to go there. I want a 10 by 18. What do I want here? Wide is 10, down is 18. That we can handle. I'll leave just one space in between because we are hurting for... Yeah, we got to take care of that. We're hurting for room as far as food goes. So let's see. You're going to be there. Okay. So I'm going to crowd these in just a little bit. Make sure we got plenty of food coming soon. Still in winter. Food. Field. Good, that works. 10 by 18. It's a good size. Go over to here. Now, how do I do that? You're the end of the field. Yep, that lines up with that. Over here, down this line. Right there. 10 by 18. Leave a road. There we go. 10 by 18. So theoretically, in fact, I guess I can test that. Okay, the bottom of it looks good there. Looking good there. Did we actually line up between each other? Oh, I gotta stop at 30. There we go. So I think that looks good. I think it looks even. Okay, there's 4 fields there. And these are already built. No, we're going to have to tell them to start working on these first thing. So prioritize this group, guys. Now in front of it we can put barns and other things. I'm thinking this windmill. I like the look of that. If it went here or here, then I think it'd be quite an interesting statement, a bold. Let me move these over. You know, quite an icon or a monument, a landmark to see as you walk into town. Either here or there. Depends on where we want to do the grain. And this area out here might also be a good place for bakeries and different types of storage. Speaking of storage, we want to get rid of these guys so we can see these tunnel houses. So let's go ahead and pull those out as well. I think this structure is close enough to do the same job. We won't have much in the way of iron, stone, wood, or fuel out of this area. It's mostly done over on the other side, so I don't think these are going to be necessary. In fact, let's start eradicating some buildings out of here. That is a neat bakery. I don't know that it goes in there as much as it goes over here as one of the buildings on the main road as you come in. I'm thinking that's the case. One thing I was kicking around, I don't know, it'd be up to Vaypah if he wants to do it, but one thing that might function well here, because these guys are so overloaded, We could load this whole area up with barns. Even the central market is mostly full. We could also load this place up with stores that have food in them. I believe they'll take them and drop them off to the stores as in the same way they'll drop them off to a barn. So that's a possibility that we could dump into the stores and use those as storage space and have it look good, because you'll have these storefronts along the main road. Anyway, I did prioritize these. They are going in. We've got late winter. I don't want to do the whole place at once. I'm afraid I'm going to get a whole year of not enough food. What else is going on? Rice planters are going in. We'll put in 8 of those right off the bat. One left to go, and he's going to be built here in a second. Apiary, let's zip over there and take a quick peek. And tell you what, just to make it easier to see, let's pull the trees out of right here. I want to come back and kind of look this area over. Do line up. This one is turned a different direction. That'll probably drive Vaypah crazy. I'll let him figure that out. Let's put... We got plenty of workers. Now I've been ignoring merchant boats. You went to a question mark real quick. What are you? Oh, you're up in here. I've been ignoring merchant boats, and I hope that doesn't bite me, because that's how apparently I lost the Nomads. There's one there only. Lots of kids being born, and that must be the only noise that I've heard so far. What do you got over here? You have got tin ore. We'll grab that. And we are really starting to hurt on stored fuel. You have to take a look at that here real quick. All the houses we're putting in, that's right. They're all grabbing firewood to fill them up. So we're going to have a huge surge here in a little while. Or that's what we're experiencing. Furniture, roof tiles, clay. Let's do the clay just to make sure that we're sitting well with that. We should have plenty of lumber. Alright, we'll go with that. So there's 2,500 that we need. Domesticated animals, 10 of you, 2,500. Trade and dismiss. You're done. Okay, furnace fuels. Not furnace fuels, just fuels in general. So these guys, again, are making the 600 to 800 range. Well, we're at 1,000 this time. We're at the end of the year. One person is cold. You are finding somewhere warm. You'll just head to a house that's got some firewood and you're fine. Good. So we are making 2,000 firewood a year now. Fire bundles. We didn't have reeds for a long time. We should starting to see that come back up. Reeds, still 75. Alright, we're making survival coats. Survival coats. Only 1 fire bundles. Okay. And we're making 2 ropes. 4 ropes. Let's turn you guys off and take you down by 2. So we have plenty of ropes for upgrades. And that should be enough just to top us off. So no problem there. So we're using 2, 4, 6, 8 workers worth of reeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 reed farms. I would think, because we just put these in, that we're going to find that that's going to work it's going to work well. So we did have enough. Yeah, we did. Enough people working the rice planters. Apiary did get employed. You're fine. Building supplier. You're over here. Alright, we'll get that up and going again. We're going to make these out of... We were doing glass and iron. Is there a better way? Lumber and bricks. Lumber and iron. We do have lots of iron. Alright, we'll continue doing that. And 1 worker. And we're happy? We're happy. You're done. Kind of cleaning up all these little things that I did. That looks so much better. That really does look good. So we got the apiaries in there. Got the chandeliers over there. We've got the glassworks making glass, glassworks making glassware. Okay, that was a trader. Oh, we gotta kind of watch those traders. We got storage for the beeswax, because these guys are food. But I saw beeswax in the dry goods way over there. That's interesting. This dry goods, when I bought a bunch of beeswax, it dumped it into here. Dry goods. But it doesn't say dry goods over here. It just gives food limit. That's a little confusing. That may just be an oversight. Otherwise, this area is really starting to look good to me. It looks so much cleaner. Yeah, I like that. There's still room to do a couple of things in here. Don't know what those will be. Martha's estate over here, her summer home. And we've cleared out some space over here to do other things in. The green trees with the snow in the background, that's what looks so good right now. I think that's why it kind of pops. Yeah, now it's going to start blending all in together. What was that one trader? Merchant. Esmera, the dry goods trader, who still does not have feathers. Salt, glassware, bone meal, coins, bedding, tinware. Nothing here has anything to do with what we're doing at the moment. So we're going to dismiss you, save our tradable goods, and move back in here. Alright, we are in early spring and only one farm got done. What is it going to be? Let's do wheat through this section right here. I think that will be our goal. Wheat is where? Wheat's down there. And put in a worker, farmer. Pick up. Need to get storage in here. Need to get these guys done though. Let's go ahead and one more time remind them, because I have a lot of things queued up. We have a lot of roads queued up and a lot of trees that I've set to cut, so it's very possible they're just flat out going to ignore me for a while. And that'll be fine. We'll do one more major purchase of food. Speaking of that, there's something else I wanted to work on over here. This guy, I was trying to find a way to draw, so use our trader drawing things in. But it's such a long walk. The 5 is just not enough to fill this guy up. And I never seem to have him filled. So we're doing pretty good right now. But need to get more product drawn to over here. In fact, it would have been better, I guess, to have left him over here. It may have been. Maybe I'm fighting something I don't need to be fighting. If this works, we didn't see that trader come in. We have any more? Ah, there we go. Right there. Maybe that's the answer. Give up on this completely. I was going to say, let's put in because this guy's bringing in mostly foods. So it didn't bring in the stuff that I needed for here. So what if we put in a dry goods market stall and a materials market stall and all that kind of stuff, and see if these guys will draw from those. It'd be like doubling the employees. But it might just be easier to put them back over here where all the stuff is. I kind of like that, and I've still got I've got enough time to pull that off before we get too crazy. He's food. Our food storage is right there. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We're going to reverse gears here, and Doc Home just went in. More Doc Homes. We'll see what happens there. There's a younger family and a not so younger family. We'll get one child out of there. Get 2 out of there at least. That was a death. Kyla the Sailor was keyhole. There's some serious stuff going on over here. There's 2 keel hauls already. Huh. We'll put another person in. Laborers are actually starting to run low. Okay, we'll take you down to 30 and 24. So, I wasn't planning on doing this, but let's do it and get it done. I want their traders food supplier and our... There we go. Right back where you were, huh? Yep. Is that the best place? Maybe the only place. Yeah, we'll do that. So that's going to go there. We're not going to delete this one yet. Let's make sure that this boat may be one last big burst of food for us. Okay, that going. These guys still aren't running. We're in spring. We're not going to be able to use these. Not unless we made them half the size. We could do that. I'm going to pause for a second here. We could force this to function just for this season. Food, field. Let's do a 10 by, let's see, E? No, Q. 10 by 15. This late in the season, we'll do a 10 by 13. Get that one going right now. And keep the footprints the same otherwise. 10 by. That's probably just not going to work, but we'll get that part going right now. And you're right here. We can go as far as... what did I say over there? 10 by 11? 10 by 13? 10 by 13. There we go. So let's prioritize these guys, get these last things picked up, and we'll get at least a small crop in this season. Game back on, prioritize these guys right here. Alright, over here, let's get wheat in. And a worker, labor pickup. We'll do the same thing there to get those going. There we go. Wheat. Labor pickup, farmer, go. And it may take them a little while. We've just got actually a whole variety of different foods have been dropped off. I think it's because our storage is so bad over here. So, okay, to keep us in this area, let's get 2 barns going. That is there. And I'm kind of liking this look for these roofs. I think I'm going to stick to that. Upgrade a couple of these guys. That is a merchant. How do we want to do this? Let's go to the front of the field. Front of the field. And behind that one. Is a room there for a house? We could put more dock houses out here, but I'd rather not. Now we'll do that. We'll upgrade those immediately. Down to 1 item left in here. And these guys are all planting. I haven't turned any other farms off, so we should be fine there. As soon as these pop, then I'll upgrade this guy, but not until. That's going to be too much of a distraction. Oh, boy, it's already a half hour into the episode. Maybe I will record an extra 1 or 2 and just do a double release. A couple of episodes in a day as a bonus, so I can get this save file to Vaypah a little bit sooner, but still do all the different things that I want to do. You are right there. Stop talking, start weeding. There, farmer. Okay. I think this will get planted in time. This one was available from the very beginning, but I don't see anybody out here yet. Nope, they have been here. There's some wheat started. Just kind of in between. Okay, 2 barns are in. A couple of houses over here would be good. And let's think about some housing over in here. I want to get rid of the hospital and run these houses straight through. Realign these roads. More traders. To land into this pathway right here. Any more traders coming? No, we missed all the show. I wanted to see them coming down the river. Okay, what we got here? We have our misaligned farm supplier. And apparently we did have... I lost the word. That fruit tree. That fruit tree. No, I lost the name. Bought it last time. It turns out we did have it in stock. Oh well. Cotton, we have... Any more trees in here? Chestnut, something we most likely do have. Quince, that was it. Chestnut. Chestnut, yep. Walnut. I don't remember walnut. It was watermelon. I don't remember walnut. Okay, we get walnut. Apple, I think we've probably bought twice by now. There you are. That's the end. Sunflowers. Did Vaypah buy sunflowers at one point? So I've got too many different banished maps in my head now. I'm not seeing anything that looks like a sunflower in there. Let's get those. I'm sure that's a color that he would really like to be able to pop in somewhere. And we'll call that done. I didn't see anything else here that's super important. So we need to come up with 7,000. And we've been doing a lot of buying with seedlings, and I'm guessing we're probably running low because I haven't put that greenhouse back in. So furniture has not restocked. Maybe hurting there. Domestic animals, we'll get that one going. 10 of those. Let's see, coats. We're doing gangbusters of coats now, so let's go that route. 100 of those is 2,000? Yeah, 2,000. Alright, we're at 6,000. 1,000 more. Probably do it with these guys. Well, we do have lots of survival coats there. We could do it with those. 65? Where does that go? 25 more. Okay. So I'm seeing 3 seedlings and a chunk of bone meal. That's good. Alright, trade and dismiss you. Now, who... Oh, the town hall is open. Who's over here? Coats, that was easy. Dismiss you. And this one... Lelia the greengrocer. Grapes. Tell you what, let's do a major food purchase until we get all of our farms put in. The rice farms are going to boost us up quite a bit. You stay there. Production food. Is it already counting yet? It's not. So 57 to 44,000. Alright. So probably have to get a year into it before it's going to recalculate all that. Fruits do tend to sell quite quickly. Let's grab some of the grapes and blueberries. And chilies, sure. Turtles. Really? Whale blubber, yeah, always that when we can. Just like always milk or eggs when we can. Anyway, before I go any further in that, we have a few more to buy. What do we have available to us? We have got Wow, we've got statues. No, it's over there. I was looking at the value, thinking that was the quantity. Alright, well, we'll go this route here for starters. 3, 5, and 10, and 10. No, that's a 20. Back up. Alright, that takes care of all of those. That brings us 3,500. We'll take out that one. Seedlings, we'll do all the seedlings in this one. This is for food, so I'm not going to ration those. Building supplies, there should be plenty. There are way, way more than plenty. So there's 7,500. Furniture, we'll do 20. Fire bundles, we will not. Domestic animals, domesticated animals. We will do all of those. Pretty much done there? Pretty much. Okay, so glass was the other thing. Let's do the 500 glass. We're making it now. That should be, for what we're using it for, that we should have plenty. So there is 12,395 food coming in. How do we finish that off? Let's grab all the sorghum. All the charqui. Honeydew melons. Ooh. 12.5. We're over. Okay. So we're done there. Let's take... oh, yeah. Well, let's take charqui back. We have lots of meat. So what do we actually need? Oh, yeah, I didn't want to do that. There. So we actually need 395. There we go. Trade and dismiss you. Town hall. Let's take a look at the town hall. Tools. We're making far more than we're using, and the more we're using has really dropped, and it's going to continue to drop as we get the better quality tools. Fuel is way down below normal usage, so we've got to come up with another solution for that. Iron is fine. Stone is way low, but we've been putting in all the roads. That's probably what's going on there. Alright, we'll call that good enough. So, what else is going on? We're still real laggy. You're gone. We've got this food supplier over here that we're waiting to see what's going on. So he's going to cause some lag, I believe. Let's test that theory. No, we're still kind of laggy. Huh. Well, we'll keep him queued up because I do want to see that land when it's done. Large dock storage. Where are these things over here? Okay, we're getting this area built. Now the dock home just went in. Okay, so that's all done. And wow, we've slowed down. Really slowed down. Alright, computer's at 36 degrees Celsius. Don't know if that's an issue or not. I've run it up past 40 before without any problems. Okay, so you guys are planting over here. I want to find a new home for this guy so we can run some houses through here. Wow, that slowed down. What a huge difference. I wonder if the system is doing some catching up after having that town hall opened. If I just don't move for a while, it will calm things a bit. Let's just work right here for a little bit. Zoom in. It seems to be a little easier when it's zoomed in. Let's move this windmill. Food. I believe that's over here. There we go. And F diagonals it. Yes. Couple spaces off the main road. Either something like that or something like that. I kind of like that right there. Let's kick it in one space and do that. Alright, there's the new windmill. Dock home, still in the 30s. We're plagued with the 30s all this time, aren't we? Lots of kids coming in though. 74 kids in the oven, or in the before they've hit school. 74 toddlers out there. Let's see. You can go away? I think so. I think so. We can have a drop in wheat for a little while. We'll have more wheat or flour for a little while. We'll have more wheat to eat. That'll be fine. So let's take you two down and take you away. By now, all the roads should pretty much be in, which should allow... Okay, I'm going to go this way. So roads. I don't see any more... Oh, we have overloaded my system. Okay, I'm going to pause here for a second and come back in and see if there's anything running in the background. Be right back. Alright, so how are we doing now? Oh, much better. Don't know what was running that was any different from what I'm used to. Because when I popped into Task Manager, it didn't show anything running excessively. It was really odd. Anyway, what on earth was I doing? These guys got planted. Getting planted. And this one may have a hard time finishing in time. Okay, that's going down. Hospital. Let's just jump into there. Hospital. Where does that go? It looks good in town, but there's a problem with it in town. I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing by what I have seen, what I've witnessed, is that when somebody gets sick, there's a certain radius around that person. If anybody walks through that radius, they're going to catch it. And if they're sitting in here and that radius is over a road, anybody walking by is going to catch it, even though they're inside the building. That's, again, I'm not certain that's how it works, but that's the way it acts. So I've gotten used to moving the hospital to somewhere off in the distance. So how about Thinking here. Don't know what I want to do up there. Somewhere in the center of town. Even here. Seems odd though next to the storage buildings. But right in here. Hospital in the middle of the trees. Kind of off where it's quiet. Yeah, I like that. Hospital would be there. That one right there. An official town hospital. I'm not going to use any of the other miniatures or what have you. This one. I want to make sure that everything functions properly. At least one of these guys. Kind of like not getting Nomads because you use a different kind of town hall. Crushed by a rock, stone cutter. And, because it's programmed to use the vanilla town hall. So I want to make sure that there's no catch here as far as what happens with the hospital. So at least one colonial charter hospital in. Or is that Banished Vanilla? That's Banished Vanilla, isn't it? I think that is. Anyway, brain's going dead. Let's get to work here. And let's actually prioritize that one so I can go ahead and tear this other one out. I think so. Let's see, how do I do that? Well, we'll just prioritize it now. You leave, or you're going to get done so that you can leave. So that these houses can go in. Now the danger of doing this plan of making this great big square, which I'm thinking I would like to see done, is we're going to have so many people living out here, we're going to have to provide jobs for them. So we're going to need lots and lots of stores in here. Not going to have a lot of manufacturing out here. We could have people, running all kinds of little shops. We've got, let's see, markets. We've got the general store. We've got a hardware store. We've got all kinds of stalls over here. We've got all of these buildings over here, and fruit and vegetables, and you name it. There's a small town market over there. So we have, definitely the ability to make quite a main street in here. So that's something that needs to be done. Let's get rid of too many things in my mind right now. The school should probably stay. Not going to relocate that one. But the bakery can leave. That'll go outside. Actually, 2. Okay, turn you off. The greenhouse can leave. That's a farmer. Don't do that. Greenhouse. That's what I want. And you need to be... Actually, we don't really need to be growing you right now that I think about it. No, I'm going to take that back. The reeds may or may not be able to keep up with what's going on over there. Having a bamboo supply of fire bundles might be a wise idea. I was going to do that, then I was going to skip that. Now I'm back to thinking I definitely want to do that. So that's got to be thought out, and probably for next year. Where to put it, though? It doesn't have to be over there with those farms. Whoa, there we go. It could be somewhere else. Where is that else? We're not using fire bundles over here. We're using them in the homes. So really it's where the homes are going to be centered. It's kind of like right over here, isn't it? It is. Now I don't know what Vaypah's idea was for a... I've lost the word. Not dock, but... yeah, I've lost it. That stone thing that ships pull up to. So, can I build right up to these edges? I'd kind of like to. And it gives me something to do while I'm waiting for the next growing season, or for this growing season to end, so I can pull these farms out and get everything set to the larger size. One of the reasons I want to do that, these guys cap out. 11 by 11, you're only going to bring in 600 food. There's an 800 over there. Yeah. The 10 by Nomads. I'm not going to miss them this time. The 10 by whatevers bring in 1,000 to 1,200 food each. So we can almost double the amount of food that we're getting out of each farmer over here. That's not the town hall. I'm over in Noble Landing in my mind. This is where we're going. There we are. All around the fountain. I'm hoping it gets finished this time. That's one of the ugliest landscape around a fountain I've ever seen. But it was the beginning of it. I know. Yeah. Okay. What do we got? Nomads 41. Alright. Welcome to George. I'm sure Martha sent you. Oh, man. They are not happy. So those moved into the lodgings. The town lodgings. And we need to hire them. Get them to work. And have them start building houses. So we need to get these guys out of here. Jobs. 43 jobs. Okay. So let's work on these guys. What do we have for a pattern over here? 2 houses and then a tunnel. Alright, and I want to increase that as I continue down. Like 5 or 6 houses and a tunnel. So that we get bigger blocks between the roads that are going to come through here. So, you guys, housing. What do I want? There. These were the singles or doubles? They've got tunnels, so they're the doubles. So, you right there. You don't look the same. Ah. The shingled roof actually has a different colored door. I did not realize that. Now, did we? Actually, Nightghost did a good job of laying out a pattern here. Man, then I've got to duplicate it. How did he do that? Is it every third? 1. So, dormer. 1, 2, 3. So 2 blanks and a dormer. That's how he did it. But over on this end, the dormer is the one next to the tunnel. Okay. So one of you. What do I want here? F? Yeah. Another one of you. I want to see the backs. Just makes it easier for me to line them up. Then a dormer. No, then a tunnel. No. I got that wrong, didn't I? A blank, a dormer, a tunnel. Alright, this guy has to leave. You're right there. That's not... That road's going to be in the way. Remove road. Remove house. And put you back in. House. You guys. Right there. With a dormer. F. There you are. And follow the back of those houses. Believe it's right there. Now the tunnel. And I can't. Or can I? So where are the back of the houses? Right there. And drop right there and the road's in the way. Okay, we'll come back to that. Alright, so we are in summer. You know what I didn't think about? I could have left these full length and just put 2 farmers in each one. It only just dawned on me. Okay, so let's do... Did you cut through here? I do want to watch that happen. Never around when that happens. I like the parallel parking, though. What do we have over here? 30s. That's the windmill. That one's gone. This little barn can be gone too. Let's see. I wanted to... Let's see. It's the hospital that I wanted to get going. That's right. So let's up the priority. I'm taking this guy out. Taking all that out. But first, let's get this one built. And if we get a disease right now before that's built, then maybe I can reclaim this and get some use out of it. I could get houses going over here. Here we go. Let's do that. So the pattern over here, there it is. Both sides of the tunnel. Alright, so 5 houses. How do I do this and maintain the pattern? So let's try this. You... Alright. Food supplier just happened. Good. Alright, so you are a dormer. So we have 2 without a dormer. Right there. There we are. And so 2 without, 1 with. Two without, 1 with, and tunnel. Does that work? If not, I'll tweak it later. So we did the 1 with. Now let's do the 2 without. That's lined up. One with and tunnel. That lines up. Alright, get these guys going. Let's watch them build. Okay, large dock storage is done. This guy will toss over there. So let's stack these guys up over here. With that delay, my timer didn't stop, so I have no idea how long this episode has been. Alright, tell you what, I'm going to refill the food supplier off camera. Okay, we prioritized the hospital. Did it get done? It is sitting over here. We're building back up on our lumber. We are starting to go down on our stone. And we have lots of workers available now. Where am I? Over here. You are having a problem with what? The herbalists have gone in. There we go. And tell you what, let's go ahead and continue to work you until it's time to tear you out. This one we could actually tear out. And let's lay in this. I cleared this out in between episodes so it'd be a little easier to figure out footprints later. So we're seeing the results of that now. There, mining our traditional vanilla mine, and that looks even, but I can't do that. So I'm going to have to go back one. Be off just a little. It's going to follow the contour of the land. If we're going to be off a little, then let's make it off a lot so it doesn't look like a mistake. It looks like it's meant to be. Hospital down there. Mine's going to go here, but stone is happening over here. We have lots of workers. Let's make sure the stone is coming in as fast as possible. 1 too many, 2 too many. Okay, so lots of stone coming in. And let's take you up to your limit as well. Yeah, okay. House, middle row house, okay. Where's that? Oh, that's something else I did off camera. I was trying to do lots of little things off camera so that I can get more done in this episode. I put a little house over here, a little triplex, to experiment with this in a little more realistic way, with storage and housing nearby. What are the numbers? Also, this clay pit, G.E.O.R.G.E has gone through for the next version of the MegaMod and added the ability to do sand out of it. So sand or clay out of here versus sand or clay out of here. So that gives you a land-based version of the shore house, essentially. That's going to be great. I'm sure I'm at that 1 hour mark. I need to be shutting this down. Would love to see a hospital pop in. real quick. We've got everything. Let's spend a couple of minutes just looking at supplies in town so I can kind of gauge what I need to be doing next time. How's our lumber? We're by name in storage. Alright, lumber, 1,300. We're fine. Firewood, we're building back up again. Fire, bundles, almost nothing. 90. Firewood, 356. That means charcoal is starting to fill in a little bit. Charcoal, 210. But it's way over there. Although the market vendors will draw it out and put it all over town. Okay, so that's fuels. So yes, I do want to get the bamboo going somewhere and a bundling shed. A couple bundling sheds per bamboo field, I'm guessing. You are going to be flour from wheat. We will go ahead and stock you right now. Of 2. Oh, I see. It was one of 3 of builders. And then it switched to 2. Okay, so your choice is good. Your choice is good. Alright, you're done. So, back over here. Anything else that's real important that we're missing next time? How are we doing on seedlings without having that greenhouse for a long time? Are we just about running out? S, seedling 0. We're out. Okay. Greenhouse has got to be top priority next time. Probably a couple of them. Get that going again. Logs, we're good through here. Tools, carbon steel tools. How is that looking? Might get to a point where we can actually start selling them. You're here somewhere, aren't you? Carbon steel tools, 200. Not ready to sell yet, but we do have more than we're using. That's important. Food, we're at 34,000. Anything else that's... let's go through the fancy furniture. Right there. Furniture, 6. So furniture we're hurting on. We're selling a lot of it. That's why. Domesticated animals we're selling a lot of. We've got none, so we need to up that production, which means a few more oat fields somewhere. Wait a minute. Can we... You stay. Can we do that from wheat? Barley, corn, and oats. We cannot. Okay. Oats. Do we have excess? We do not. We're out. Okay. Last things. Homewares and building supplies. How is that doing? Home. Wares 122. Building supplies 111. We could set a few of those into the markets to sell. Okay. Did I put 2 workers in each of the statue carvers? I did. So we're making those as fast as we can make them. Alright, well with that, I think I'm going to spend a little time in between this episode and the next one and kind of even some things out and figure out, fill the market or the trader, that kind of stuff. And I will catch you next time, folks. I thank you for watching. If you did the like and subscribe down there, I'd appreciate it. And this has been the co-op series, so please do check out NightGhost49's channel and Vaypah Gaming's channel and see what else they're doing over there. And they will have the map here real soon if I can get all my jobs done. So, with that, bye-bye.